Per the Chief of Patrol, we have all the units that, per 999, Chief of Patrol said all units clear out from there. We're not sending anybody over to that location.
62, we're going to clear out as soon as we can, Spot. We're like locked in over here, so we're going to do the best we can to get out of here as soon as we can.
Doing the best they can without any help, thanks to Chicago leadership. Let's bring in our panel, co-host of Wake Up America and the former special assistant to President Trump. Marc Lauder is with us. He's also former director of strategic communications for the Trump-Pence 2020 campaign, and also senior editor at the Daily Signal and author of the book, The Woke-topus, Tyler O'Neill. Guys, good to have you both with us. It's hard to listen to that, and they're saying we're doing the best we can. We're boxed in. They had a woman who was armed in a car. We saw things turn sideways in Dallas. Marc, what more are these leaders in Illinois going to do, in addition to what Brandon Johnson's doing today, to complicate the job that ICE has and is fully aware that they are legally able to do? This seems like a losing argument, but yet again, we are watching another case this Monday morning.
No, it's absolutely a losing argument. The problem is Democrats can't lose in these states. They are so Democrat, they are so misguided that there's pretty much nothing they can do until the voters stand up and demand answers. And I just hope that the law enforcement officers, the city police officers, the sheriff's deputies, they refuse to follow this. This is an illegal order. You come to your fellow first responder when they are in need, whether it's firefighters, whether it's police officers, you answer the call. That's why you put on the badge. And so those men and women should just look at their superiors and tell them to go where they should. No. We're going to save our other officers and help them.
You know, it's so true. In fact, Tyler, the nation's largest police union, is condemning this. They say it's a shocking violation of the duty to protect fellow officers in danger. Clearly, there's no question that they were in danger. But now you have the FOP National and the Illinois FOP. You know, they put out this statement saying they were physically threatened, these ICE agents, and they were ordered not to assist. I don't know if they're going to go against their chief of protocol here. You answer no matter what, but I do think that there's a serious question now of this happening again over and over in other blue cities and states.
Yeah, these policies, I mean, the fact that you have a mayor issuing an executive order trying to prevent federal law enforcement from carrying out their duties in enforcing immigration law. This reminds me of the nullification crisis that we had before the U.S. Civil War, where you had states saying, we will not abide by federal law, and we're going to try to undermine that. And here you have in these sanctuary cities, I mean, this is far worse than just having a city say they're a sanctuary city. Now you have the situation where he's issuing orders saying they can't park in order to engage in their enforcement duties. And then you also have them being told not to help in a life-threatening situation. I mean, this is beyond the pale.
You know, and it goes in such a wide spectrum, Tyler, too. I want to play J.B. Pritzker asked about the incident on CNN because here's his so-called defense.
What happens in these sorts of incidents is typically ICE puts out a press release before anybody else can speak with the press, and then it gets reported on social media and elsewhere. It's really hard to know exactly what the facts are, and they won't let us access the facts. They are just putting out their propaganda, and then we've got to later determine what actually happened.
I'm pretty sure we know what happened. And also, Kristi Noem, it was reported a few days ago, too, just wanted to go in and, you know, use the powder room. And they wouldn't even let her into a building that gets federal money. I mean, that's how petty these people are. Marc, your thought on that?
Yeah, and I say change the narrative. Go back to the time of desegregation when you had Democrat governors down in the South refusing to admit black students to white universities and schools. And the president had to use the National Guard to enforce federal law. You may not like immigration. You may think we need some sort of reform, but it's very clear. If the states don't follow federal law, the feds will come in and do it themselves.